All right, folks, we're live. Sorry about the line this week. You're right with you. Hold on. All right, we're finally live. Hello, friends. I'm Dennis, and this is the United States Constitutional Group. Sorry we're a little late this week. I was at a conference. It was too good to get out of there on time. So let's get started. Please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Madeline and I had an awesome weekend spending time with friends. The only problem is it goes by way too quick. Check us out on YouTube, called the United States Constitutional Group. Whether you Facebook or YouTube, please like, subscribe, share, and get involved with me. You can message me, call me if you want your voice to be heard. Doesn't matter what political affiliation you are. The only way to achieve a better America is to come together and offer solutions that are great for all of us. And it starts with us. That number is 843-315-5273. We'd love to hear everyone's opinion on with what is happening in our country today, from the economy to politics to people just being frustrated with things that are bothering you, such as politicians. I always like to start out with an educational piece. So this week, our educational history is with the Constitution that was signed in September 27th, 1787. We still in Article 1. We've got over the first two sections, and we're in Section 3. This was the original version. How it was written. Some articles have been amended, and I will mention them when we get to them. Section 3 states, it's pretty long. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, chosen by the legislature thereof, for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. Immediately after they shall be assembled in consequence of the first election, they shall be divided as equally as may be into 3 classes. The seats of the senators of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the 2nd year, the second class at the expiration of the 4th year, and of the third class the expiration of the 6th year, so that 1/3 may be chosen every 2nd year. Now, vacancies happen by resignation or otherwise during the recess of the legislature of any state. The executive thereof may make temporary appointments until the next meeting of the legislature, which shall be then fill such vacancies. No person shall be a senator who shall not have attained the age of 30 years, and been 9 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state for which he shall be chosen. The Vice President of the United States shall be the President of the Senate, but shall have no vote unless they are equally divided. So when it's 50-50, because we only have 2 parties that have play in this right now, the Vice President is a tiebreaker. The Senate, just like the lower house, shall choose their officers and also be a president pro tempore in the absence of the vice president, or when he shall exercise the office of president of the United States. The Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments. When sitting for that purpose, they shall be on oath or affirmation. When the President of the United States is tried, the Chief Justice shall preside, and no one person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of the members present. Judgment in cases of impeachment should not extend further than to removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to law. It's not so hard to understand, but yet our current politicians violate this Constitution every day. In the second impeachment of Trump, trial of Trump, Chief Justice Roberts would not preside. The Constitution telling us he shall preside. But they still went on with this impeachment anyway. Democrats knew they didn't have Republican support to convict Trump. And he was leaving office. He lost the election. But they still did it, wasting millions of dollars in our taxpayer money. The Republican side is no better by wasting millions of dollars of our money, again, with trying to take down Biden. Republicans and Democrats, each side saying we got him now. There's no way they can be president. But what did we get? No one removed from office. The sham still continues. It's basically a dog and pony show to confuse the people of America into thinking these tyrants know best. We are a country of $34 trillion that is in debt. And the clowns we elect keep spending our money, raising our taxes because we don't speak up. We must get people to wake up and see the warning signs before we become a state-run election like Russia or China, where our freedoms will be gone. Our current government wants to control every aspect of our lives, cradle to grave. Do you really want that? I don't. I know a lot of other people that don't want that. Who knows? They may even try to put a chip in us to know exactly where we are and what we're doing. I wouldn't put it past this government to try and do just that. What are your thoughts? Text me, call me, 843-315-5273. We'll get you right on. Or if you want to email, you have something major to talk about, something bigger than you want to get involved with, dennis.gravel@yahoo.com. DENNIS.GRAVELLE@yahoo.com. I'll get back to you within a day or two. I am a true believer in right of free speech. I only ask that you be professional when calling in. We all have the rights to our opinions, but we are not here to bash other people with their comments. Just because someone agrees or doesn't agree with you doesn't make them bad people. People have their own opinions with everything from how to raise their children, to where their kids go to school, to what they want to do for work, to political stuff. Be likable, folks. Don't be mean. We've had enough meanness with these politicians bashing each other, bashing the American people, bashing this country. We don't need it anymore. We need to be likable and understand that people have their own opinions. Debate them. Show them that your way can work, while they show you that their way can work. Again, politicians bash us enough. Let us stand united towards a common goal of getting this government back into the hands of the people, for that is truly where it belongs. The first three words that start the Constitution: we the people. We the people. Okay? I challenge everyone listening to read this amazing document because knowledge is important. Knowledge is extremely important. We cannot win with all this division. We cannot win by letting these politicians divide us. We cannot win by thinking these politicians know more than us. They sure as hell don't. Most of them don't even know the Constitution. Most of them don't know how to live paycheck to paycheck because most of them are millionaires. They become millionaires on a $174,000 salary. How do they know how you're living paycheck to paycheck for most people in America? Some people go hungry to bed. It's not right. It's not right that this country gives millions and millions to illegal immigrants and send billions and billions of dollars to foreign countries that don't even like us. Become knowledgeable in this Constitution. Become knowledgeable in the writings of America. History is important. We do not want to repeat. Go back and lose everything again. We've worked too hard to get where we are. Way too hard. We need to get involved. So today I want to talk about division, and I thought by doing a search I would find some amazing comments from us, the people. I'm going to read two, and then we can talk about how to change this and create unity. This one came from Barry. Simply, they divide and conquer. They introduce and overblow issues like race and have people fight over it. That way, the people in power stay in power with the added bonus of the public completely ignoring the real issues plaguing them. It's the reason why we aren't improving socially or economically. It's effed up. How true is that? They want blacks and whites to fight against each other because they know it'll keep them in power. Saying this for 3 years. People go to work every single day, male, female, black and white, and we all get along just fine. Is there race issues in America? Heck yeah. We know there is. You know, there's white people that hate that can't stand black people. There's black people that can't stand white people. It's just a reality, folks. But the majority of us think it's effed up because we all can work together. We all can get along. Our neighbors are black and white and Asian. Just reach out. Just say hi. Be kind. Be likable. Be part of the solution, not the problem. Do you agree with that statement? Let me know. This is a comment from Connor. Because the government and media don't want people to turn an eye towards the real systemic problems that are happening, they want to be free to enforce child slave labor in countries that you've never heard of. But not many people care because, and it's a long bunch of letters, just announced that a new gender dropped so everyone has to lose their minds. They want you to hate. They want you to despise your neighbor because if you see past religion and beliefs and hate pushed upon you, you might just see there is simply no point in hating on another. But instead, you should move your eyes out to the real issue. That being the hate and division put upon America. Division starts with the President of the United States. By telling the people his administration will not work with the other side. Democrats do this, Republicans do this. Either we do it our way, and your party has no say in what happens. There's no compromise. Administrations will not sign laws when the other party has an idea. Like I just said, there's no compromise with politicians anymore. We, the people, see that. And we tell ourselves if they don't have to work together and compromise, why should we? Regarding other people around us. That is how division starts. And they play it so well. Instead of trying to come up with a solution, most people say you're anti-American. So people start hating each other, start hating the other party. Republicans hate Democrats, Democrats hate Republicans, independents hate this and that, and it doesn't end because we the people let it happen. We're the ones who vote these same morons in. It's got to stop. Since politicians have no solutions, no real solutions at all, they create this issue of hate and division. They know we get frustrated when they stay in power for years and years because people are afraid of change. We can't be afraid to start something new because what we've had for the last 40 years has not worked. People stop believing that anything good can come out of this government because it's all doom and gloom by these political goons. You see, we fall into their trap, and people are so brainwashed they cannot get out of their trance. How do we change that? It's not going to be easy. I can tell you that for sure. Change is tough for anyone. Just look in our daily lives. When you have to take a detour, go to work, that slight change can set us up in a tizzy and help and possibly late for work. But change helps us grow and succeed in life. We don't have to keep voting these same people into office every election. It's our choice of who we put in there. We don't have to keep these same people in there. We change this political system. We change politicians through us. We do it one person at a time. One person at a time. We won't be gaslighted anymore, we tell them. That's how we do it. We build one person at a time. One podcast at a time. And if we have to do shows Monday through Friday, then that's what we'll do. This show isn't about me. It's about everyone out there that wants to be heard. And everyone wants to be heard. That's why you need to call in. That's why you need to text 843-315-5273. Once we start getting the people we need, we start to build that solid foundation with the people that want to get involved more. And we grow from there. Again, one person at a time that want our freedoms to remain what we have today, what we have when we grew up. People reaching out to each other, friends, family, people at work. We must also find a way to bring all these constitutional groups, these independent groups and solidarity groups under one umbrella. When we achieve that, we will be so strong and united that politicians will get nervous and realize that we, the people, have had enough. They need to change their ways. We can take over this government very quickly. Right in the voting booth. We get 15, 20 people in the Senate. We get 4 or 5 people. 40, 15, 20, 25 people in Congress. Another 5 to 10 people in the Senate. We'll have a say. We will have a say. So we got to reach these other groups to form under one umbrella. each group can still keep their same name. Just all of us under one umbrella, like the Travelers Group, what they have. Where we have a representative from each group on a board that brings the concerns of their constituents in their group when we come up with solutions. We come up with practical solutions to find new candidates that we all can agree with. This country is so polarized right now that the ideas of Republicans and Democrats don't work anymore. But it all starts with an idea. I've been talking about this for a long time. This is what I feel we need to do. The only question is, are you on board? Or just going to watch that Daily Idiot Box where politicians and the media spread lies and tell us that this country is terrible, when in fact we're only stuck in a roadblock, knowing that these two current political parties have no clue of whether to stay straight or veer off on a new path. We, the people, must create a new path for our independence from these political mongrels, where some are so corrupt and don't care that people on our side are struggling daily to make ends meet. You know I'm right. We see it every day. You hear it every day. What does news media cover? Doom and gloom. All the time. And it's usually the politicians telling us, oh, China's going to do this to us. Russia's going to do that to us. We need to get together. We need to form an umbrella of every group out there, every independent party, every independence. So, political reform groups, just everything out there. We can do it. Strength in numbers. Because we're the only ones that can change this political charade. The only question is, do you favor change? Or do we let this country turn into a socialist society? Because we're getting there. You know, Democrats have their way, we'll be socialists. Republicans have their way, we'll have war. No one wants war. No one wants to send their kids off. But these politicians have no trouble sending our people to foreign countries to fight for their people, where they won't even fight for our people to keep our people safe in this country. Illegal immigration is a huge issue in this country. It's an invasion that we haven't seen in so long. I know people say invasion is different. It's not. When you get hundreds of thousands of people coming over your border every year, that's an invasion. They won't even fight for us, but they'll send our troops to different countries to fight for their freedoms. It's kind of messed up, folks. I'm tired of it. I don't know if you are. You've got to be. See, I believe that answer is we must change. We must win, or we just survive. Future generations are counting on us. We must not let them down. Get involved. Email me. Text me. Call me. Facebook Messenger me. Dennis Gravel. We can all make change happen. But it starts right here, right now. Tell your family, tell your friends. If you've had enough of these politicians, if you had enough of these high gas prices, you had enough of high food prices, if you had enough corruption in this government, If you've had enough of the way everything is, of you getting screwed, losing money out of your savings account, trying to save something for a house is not even affordable anymore because these politicians have, you know what I mean. I don't want to be angry or anything like that. But you can't even buy a house anymore. It is so hard. I mean, there's some places that are offering no money down. But that's usually for first-time home buyers. What about if it's your second house? What do? You don't have a lot of equity in your first house, but your family is expanding. You have $425,000 to buy a house. You have $350,000 to buy a house. It's kind of hard. Interest rates are too high. It's because we've given these politicians too much power. We need to take it back. We need people that care about this country in leadership positions. We need independent people with no party affiliation that can make this country work. This country can work, but not with our current politicians. Get involved today, folks. Again, Dennis.Gravelle, DENNIS.GRAVELLE @yahoo.com. Dennis Gravelle, Facebook Messenger. YouTube, United States Constitutional Group. Facebook, United States Constitutional Group. We can do this together. We cannot do it alone. We have to stand united. We must win back this country so future generations can thrive. Next week is Labor Day. Probably going to do the show on Tuesday. I'll let you know for sure. Have a great week. Enjoy the holiday. And please get this show out to as many people as you can. We build this together. We do not do it for us. We don't do it for only us. We do it for something bigger, which is for the country that we love so much. About 30 minutes, folks. You don't got 30 minutes to listen to a short program like this, there's something wrong with you. 30 minutes. Goes by quick. Thanks for listening. I'll either see you next Tuesday or the following Monday. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great week. Enjoy the holiday. And again, just because the show's over, you can still reach me on Dennis.Gravelle@yahoo.com and 843-315-5273. So long for now. Bye. I'll see you next week.